right, a very good morning to you, and thank you once again for joining us on the program. It's still the countdown to Governor Alex Otti's 1 year in office. Of course, you remember that he was inaugurated on 29th May 2023. So by next week, Wednesday, he would have been 1 year in office. So still in the spirit of the countdown to Governor Alex Otti's 1 year in office, we have had some government officials taking their turns to lead bare the activities of their various ministries, departments, and agencies. Government, of course, we know, must be accountable to the people by way of giving up-to-date details of their dealings while in office. So on the program this morning, we call it the scorecard edition of the platform. We'll be talking about finance. That's the treasure box of the state. That will be our focus in the first half of this particular program. Don't forget, at 10 a.m., we'll be taking on the member representing Isialangwana, the South Federal Constituency, here on the program. But first of all, we'll start with talking about finance in the state, and this will last for like 55 minutes. And already, my guest is already in the studio. First of all, my name is Ginika Oluoha. Welcome. My guest is the Abia State Commissioner for Finance, Mike Akpara. He's already in the studio. Good morning, Honorable Commissioner. Thank you so much for coming on the show so early. Welcome.
Good morning, Presenter, and good morning to listeners also.
All right. Welcome. Upon assumption of office, I recall that the previous government of former Governor Kezi Bazo said that they left about 4 billion naira in the coffers of Abia State. Did you see the money?
As a matter of fact, what they left was humongous debt over 190 billion. Rather, what they were doing towards the end of their program was to collect every money they see in any way they can see it. And to that also, we know we had to, at a point, stop them from taking away about 2.6 billion that came into that's the Union Bank through the Jack account. That was the only thing we were able to retrieve.
Okay. And
they were on the verge of taking it. We had to go all out to make sure that that money didn't leave, and it didn't leave.
So you did not meet any 4 billion anywhere?
That was in their imagination.
Okay. Maybe we'll see to that. Now, let us talk about the issue of the controversial verification exercise. Up to this moment, so many Abia workers, both in this, the state civil service, local government, some agencies of government, up to this moment said, first of all, they've not been able to access this verification code, and as a result of that, they've not been paid. Their salaries running into several months up to this moment, and some people have started receiving, those that have done their verification, and some people are still being owed about 7 months, 6 months, 5 months. The Commissioner, what's the problem?
Okay, as a matter of fact, you know that a rot that happened in several years, close to about 24 years, cannot just be cleared in a jiffy. We had a lot of issues, people that were busy collecting salary here, collecting in the local government, collecting in the state civil service, and the very other places. And the verification was specifically to be able to cut that and know exactly what our workforce is. And it's a process that you have to do diligently. For the people that submitted themselves to that process, they are home and dry. There are people also that live outside this country. They are busy working or schooling outside the country but collecting salaries there. Some of them had to come back to do the verification again, go back again. Okay. But in the process, when you now notice that, you will stop the salary. But for those that have been unable to get themselves verified, there are a lot of issues. Okay. Some might be through BVN because of their BVN. Some might be because of the phone numbers they use. Some might be because maybe they were collecting their salaries through commercial, what do you call it now? It's the microfinance bank. And when you send the money rebounds. Okay. So it's a process. And all we've done is like, after the major one, we've also said the process that if you have issues, you report. I received several series of letters to my office directed to me, and what I do is like I will now send it to the APMATs, the people, the consultants that are busy doing that. As soon as yours is done, your salary will begin to drop. Even the arrears are also being paid. So it's now on individual basis, no longer a general thing. Before time, it will be all over.
So what about those that have not been able to access the verification code?
Yes, also there are issues of people that don't access verification, maybe basically because maybe pensioners mainly. They might, because of their state of health, use their son or daughter to be receiving their salaries. But in terms of harmonization, we will ask them to revert to their own, so that let's correct these things. When they do that, you will now give them verification code. They will go assess it, and it works, and they will be paid, and arrears will also be paid.
So going forward now, what exactly are you telling those that have not been able to access the verification? Because they said the ones they said to them, they will log it in, it will say error or something like that.
What I've been telling them, like I do tell others also, come straight to the office of the Commissioner for Finance, make your report in writing, and I will painstakingly make sure it is dealt with.
Okay.
That I've been doing.
Okay, so let's talk about the issue of pension. You know that this pension issue have been lingering for a while now. Before May 31st, when the governor actually paid pensioners, there's this issue of backlog here and there. And from what we understood, I mean, the state government said that they reached an agreement with the NUP, and that what they agreed has been, complied with. But the issue is this: the NUP themselves, they've come out, they issued a statement, said that they did not reach any agreement with you. Honorable Commissioner, what are the details of those agreements which you reached with NUP?
Thank you very much, Mr. Presenter. Actually, I am the man in the eyes of the storm.
Okay.
I was the one that was championing that cause. It was done several months of negotiation and discussion. See, the point is this government met a humongous debt in terms of gratuity and pension arrears, that if you put it together, maybe almost running close to about 60 billion, sorry. And we told them, this is a new government. We are just bent on doing the right thing, changing the narrative in Abia. But government is not just about paying salaries and pensions. There are other things to be done. Infrastructures are fully decayed in this state, and we need to reactivate them. There are a lot of moribund companies that need to be reactivated. Your children need to get places to work after going to school. And we say that there will be compromises, there will be sacrifices, and all of us are willing to do that. And they say they are willing. In fact, at the time they say, just begin to pay us now as when due, so that we will get our feet on the ground, be able to buy our drugs and do certain things. The governor said, no, I will go the extra mile. After paying you what is supposed to be your due, I will also add something to it as kind of an extra share. And that's exactly what we did. We said, okay, before now you were being paid, some of you are being paid 50% or 20% of whatever pension you're supposed to receive. As soon as we are going to start from when we came in, we will pay you full amount.
Okay.
We cleared it, and now he made an extra payment of an extra share, and we agree that it is going to be full and final payment. If you're a banker,
you agree with him, them?
It is written, signed, sealed, and delivered. We have our own copy. They have their own copy. They went through it. Their leaders. You cannot speak to. I'm close to about, I don't know, if up to 15 or 13,000 pensioners all alone. That's why you have a group. You have leaders. You have people that will represent you. We represented the government. Their leaders in the NUP represented them. This negotiation was in series of months, beginning from last year, 2023, and we were able to conclude in March. And that was why that payment came. And that payment was a poor payment. You saw the jubilation. Pensioners going to the church to thank God for what has happened. It's not a small feat.
Okay, so the governor agreed to pay the ones he met and the ones he was owing, right?
No, the ones, when you say the ones he met a humongous debt.
Like how much?
Like, if you listen to me, I said that there are in two ways. You have the gratuity.
Yes.
You have the pension arrears.
Okay.
And the man said, okay, the people were asking, pay us from that day you came in, which is day 29th. That's okay, June. Pay us full pensions.
Okay.
And then we will be okay. Let's run with that, and whatever happens next. The governor said, no, I am not going to just do that, but I'm going to add another thing based on what has been owed to you earlier.
Okay.
And it should be full and final payment, knowing fully well that government is not just about paying salaries and pensions. No.
Okay, so that was the agreement.
And documented. We had the document. It's documented.
Okay, so the issue of gratuity, was it part of this agreement?
When I say full and final payment, if you're a banker or you've worked with banks and you've borrowed money, there is a time when things get sticky, business is no longer moving, the customer says, my business is no longer working, I am short, I can't pay this. What do we do? And the customer can say, okay, can you take, assuming I borrow 5 million from you, can you take 3 million as full and final payment? That means the other one's off. It is done. It's a practice that is being done everywhere. And that's exactly what we agreed, and it's fully documented.
Okay, so that means the issue of gratuity was factored into this agreement.
I am not speaking in different language. You're just saying it yourself.
Yeah, okay.
It's full and final payments.
Now,
that's what we did.
Honorable Commissioner, I don't know if you've, because I know that gratuity is a bulk money that one receives once he is leaving the system, you know, as a retiree and all that. It's a bulk money. And when you look at some of them, we've had some of them who have come here to complain that they were supposed to get like 1 million naira in terms of the pensions alone owed them from 2014 till date. But some of them got like about 200,000 and all that. Is it justified? I mean, when you said you cleared both gratuity and pensions and all that, is it, I mean...
Okay. In this world, some people say the world is not fair. You talk about what if the man that came on board said, I will only pay what I met. Will heaven fall? Heaven will not fall. But the man said, I will pay what is being owed to you, what I am supposed to do, and I will add more to that, knowing your pains. And he made it very clear also that the state in which we find things now, there is no way government can pay that humongous amounts. We are still talking about paying arrears of salary. Do you know that arrears of salary?
Okay.
If I tell you the bill, you will bow. We've checked it, it's close to about 14 to 17 billion. So it is not just about pensioners. And we are working on that. That one will come soon. I will conclude with that on Friday, and I will make presentation on this by Monday for the payment of the arrears of salaries. It's not easy. And so what we're saying is like, yeah, the world is not fair, but you cannot give what you don't have. You cannot give what you don't have. At this time, we made it very, very clear to them, the state doesn't have the capacity to pay all, and that is why I say there will be sacrifices, there will be compromises. We agreed. Just like we are also discussing with what? The arrears of salaries being owed to current workers. There will be sacrifices. There will be compromises. We will not give all to the pensioners. We also give to these ones that are also working now. They've also been owed. So, and that is exactly how it works.
So, the issue of Enyetundeba now, does it, will it also include ABSU workers, because we understand that they are being owed several months of unpaid salaries? I mean, the arrears, ASOPA DEC, Town Planning Authority, and just so many of them.
Thank you very much for this wonderful comment. See, we are going to deal with ABSU. We are going to deal with all the parastatals. There's HMB. There is SEMB.
Okay.
There is ASOPA BEB. There is even a Arochukwu College of Education Technical. They are being owed about 22 months. Polytechnic, about 33 months. I'm saying 33 months. Some of them running into billions. Like I told you that the bill is between 14 to 17 billion. I think Polytechnic earns about 4.17 billion. So we are going to touch all of them. And now when you look at this same government is the government that is still doing roads, still trying to change infrastructures like hospitals and stuff like that, schools being renovated and things like that. So we need to take it gradually so that all different sectors of the economy will be affected positively.
So, Honorable Commissioner, with the wage bill, like what you are talking about now, which is quite humongous, are you planning to lay off some workers in the system?
No, we are not doing that. And that is exactly why His Excellency in his last media whatever chart said that embargo on employment for now. As a matter of fact, we have an over-bloated workforce. But we're not going to sack any person. But that is why we embarked on that, verification.
Okay.
More will come. More verifications will come. There are people who are working with fake certificates. Are they supposed to be working? People employed with fake certificates. That's an aberration. And such a person should even be prosecuted in court. But so we are doing these things systematically, but we are not going to sack any genuine worker. They will continue their work. The salary bill is huge. As at the time, last time I looked at it, between both the local governments, state civil service, pensioners, and all the company appointees or whatever, is about 4.5 billion. And we are looking at I'm already doing a simulation of increasing their salary to a particular percentage. And I will also do that presentation by Monday. So also, government is working on that. We're working on increasing the salary because we know that the ends are no longer meeting. Because even the petrol cost is so high, people can't even pay transport to come to work. So we need to do something about it, and we're working on it.
Okay, if you're just joining us, it's the scorecard edition of the platform, the pinnacle of all discussion. My guest is the Honorable Commissioner for Finance in Abia State, Mike Akpara. We'll take a breather now to pay some bills. When we come back, there are so many issues to talk about as it affects the finances of the state. Stay with us. All right, welcome back to the program. It's still the scorecard edition of the platform, the pinnacle of all discussion. It is also the countdown to 1 year anniversary of Governor Alex Oti here in Abia State. My name is Ginika Olwonha, and my guest is still here. I'm talking about the Honorable Commissioner for Finance in Abia State, Mike Akpara. Welcome back to the program, Honorable Commissioner.
Thank you, Ginika.
All right. Now, let's talk about, we are still on the issue of these pensioners. Some people are still being left out. Take, for instance, BCA. Up to this moment, I understand that since December, they've not received anything, and that their colleagues were also paid. He's still part of those people that were paid, recently, and so many other people. Up to this moment, they've not received their pension. Are you considering that?
Okay, as a matter of fact, what we found out was there was no provision for BCA as pensioners.
Why?
What they were doing before now, they just paid them paltry sums. That's unacceptable. So what we've just decided we're going to do is we are going to gather them together and put them in the area they are supposed to be and be able to aggregate what they're supposed to get as pensioners. And definitely that we will do. We've also told we have the state pension board, we have the local government pension board to harmonize most of those ones. And that's why I say that we are not done with those pension payments for now, because definitely there will be pockets of reports and stuff like that, and we are gathering them together. As soon as we put them together, we'll present it to His Excellency, request for an approval, and we'll do the necessary.
So what are we looking at?
Exactly. It's something that we just don't want to do in a hurry, because we want to put it together and just call it a final deal. Not after 1 or 2 months somebody comes again, you begin again. So we'll just give a time lag. In very short time it will be done. We are already gathering that.
Yeah, because they are pensioners.
Oh, sure.
Some of them are vulnerable. I mean, if not all of them, because they do not do any other thing. They rely on their pension. And if was this is the 5th month into the new year, and up to this moment they've not received.
No, I don't think it's like that, because they've been receiving money by paltry sums. Not like from January to May they've not been paid. They were receiving paltry sums, but we know that is not what it's supposed to be.
Okay.
And we are trying to harmonize it and do the right thing and do it once, give it a blow, and it's done.
So maybe before the second quarter ends?
By the grace of God.
Okay. Now, Honorable Commissioner, let's look at the books right now. Just recently, I think last month, the Abia State government published the government financial expenses, and in one of the expenditure head, we find out that 11 billion naira was used to run governor's office for about 9 months. That particular, issue is causing so much ripples here and there. 11 billion naira to run the office of the governor for 9 months. Is it justifiable?
Okay, it is not exactly as you put it.
Okay.
We just found out it's just because of merely accounting, practices. People weren't posting things where it's supposed to be.
Okay.
You see a situation where things are being lumped into the government house. That has been the things of the past, the way they do it in the past. But where we now have, you work towards perfection. We are not perfect human beings. The only person that is perfect is Jesus Christ and God. So, but we've seen these things, and we are now making sure that all those payments are now put in the ministries they are supposed to be. Not everything you walk to government house as if the government house is one bulldozer that is everything in the world. So subsequently, you will not be seeing those things, because now we've been able to itemize all those things, and then are going subsequently they'll be going into the ministries that incur those things for easy accounting.
But when you say ministry, is it not different from office of the governor? It stands on its own.
No. When you say, there are things you see, they'll say, post it into office of the governor.
Okay.
It might be security, something. It might be even incurred by a particular ministry or something like that. So those ministries, they have guards. People watch on those places. Like we have, let me say, we have a cross link that they have been using all this while for security guards.
Okay.
Somebody might just begin to put things that have to do with security because it's just security. The governor is the chief security officer now. They put it there. Even purchasing a vehicle that is supposed to be used by a ministry or the ministries, they put it in the government house. So that's exactly what I mean by putting everything where they are supposed to be. Proper accounting status. And to that effect, as we speak now, there is a 3-day accounting program going on in the states. I am training about 150 staff of this state from different MDAs. It's being done by our Association of Certified Chartered Accountants. They came all the way from Lagos, free of charge. We are going to stay there for 3 days. This is the second day. Tomorrow will be the third day. What are they going to be taught? Financial management, prudency in accounting, reporting. The IFSAS, you know about IFSAS, International Public Sector Accounting Standards. That's what they're being taught, because our government believes in transparency and saying the thing the way it is, and that's exactly what they're being taught. So we need to do all those things to make sure that these kind of things are corrected.
So are you telling Abians that was an error or not properly done? What exactly?
It is not an error. It is what we made on board, what the previous people were doing, but we will now need to correct. You know, like I say, you would keep working towards perfection. When you see things that are not being done right, you correct it.
Okay.
Yes.
So maybe by the time you are publishing the next financial expenses of government,
it will be a different ballgame.
Okay. All right. Okay. Let's now look at the issue of projects. There are so many ongoing projects here and there in the state. You must give it to Governor Alex Otti. Is doing well in that area. But another issue there is lack of transparency, especially where it affects the cost of this project. I mean, when each time, if you follow even during our chats with the governor monthly, each time something comes up, it's either the governor refers you to the Ministry of Finance or Works and all that. Thank God you are here. So maybe you cannot tell us the cost of these projects that are ongoing. Probably start with the ones that the governor will soon be commissioning. We understand that it's about 8 of them for the roads. I don't know about any other one.
Okay, let me just tell you also, in this country there is what we call freedom of information bill. Is it not true? It's been passed, it's working.
Yeah.
Feel free to come to my office any day, because this is the plethora of them. I can't carry all the billions and the millions on my head, close to about 30-something or 40-something projects, and I'll be giving you them one after the other. But be sure that whatever we are doing, it is rightly done, and it is transparent, it is open for all to see. Even in our reports, quarterly reports, annual reports, you will see those things published the way it is. Or if you want to go get to the minute of it, just like the governor rightly told you, come to the Commissioner of Finance. I'm human. I cannot carry all of them right on my head to tell you this is the figure, this is the figure.
Maybe you can also be, publishing it just like you do from time.
Oh, sure. You can also go to our website. You see all those things. We have a website. Abia State has a website.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have the cost of these projects there.
And let me tell you how these projects are done. The contractors come, they bid. You about have 2, 3, 4, 5 contractors. They go to the ministry. The ministry will now present to us. Yes, we got this bids from these companies. This one bidded this. This one bidded this. This is the one we are saying should go based on this. He met our criteria. He met, and this is I am the chairman of the F&GPC, Finance and General Purpose Committee. I am the one that sits and go through it with other commissioners and with other people. And when we look at it and say, okay, yes, this is okay, what they've done is okay, or what they've done is not okay, go and repeat it and bring it back again. By the time we agree on something, we go present it to the ESCO. The ESCO is the highest body in terms of the executive. And I will be the one to present it to the ESCO. Look at this. This is what we got. This is what we feel. Please, we are presenting for you to approve. They will either approve or decline. And once it's approved, we issue a letter of to the contractor. That's what it's done. So it is transparent.
Okay, so if we go to the Abia State website, are we going to see the process of maybe bidding, advertising? We advertise this on a so day. Look at the companies that actually bidded for it. Look at the contract sum and look, are we going to see that?
Those documents, like I speak now, they are in the office of the Secretary to the Government under Finance and General Purpose Committee. You will see the file. Let me tell you, just like they talked about airports, the records are there. We've assumed it. We will have it with us. So it is not like that was in the past government though.
Okay.
So ours will even be more transparent. You will see anything, anytime you want it to go there, you get it. Yes.
Okay, now that you've talked about the issue of airport, 10 billion naira airport fraud, have you found the money? Have you seen who is suing, who they gave the money? Since obviously we cannot see the airport, have you seen how did he go? I mean, the money, and all that.
Just like my governor rightly pointed out when he made that statement, say, we are looking for the airport or our money. Either he shows the airport or he shows our money. However, like I just told you now, the records are there. We've seen the trace of where the money went to. Remember, before we came in here, I told you that in banking, that's what we send tracers. When you send tracers will begin to find out where did this money go to, how did it move, and stuff like that. Yes, tracers has been sent. The man they gave the money has been seen. The account where the money went in has been seen. The people that the money went to into the accounts, they also are known. EFCC is doing their job. That is
one of the people, or rather the contractors that they claim took a part of that money is Ferrotex. And there's this talk here and there that if Ferrotex has been fingered to be part of the shady dealings in that airport fraud, why are you still retaining the contract, the firm, to do some jobs in the state?
Very good thing. We never knew him having an issue. The man bidded like every other contractor for this present government, and he won. The ones we gave him to do, he has delivered. It's quite unfortunate that we now found out that he was the one that the money passed through his account. And he's been able to say, I don't build airports. What I build is roads. They send this money to my account, and I told them I don't build airports.
Did they return it?
Listen to me then.
Okay.
They say they send this money to his account. He said he don't build airports. What he build is roads. They say, okay, just hold on. We are going to tell you what to do. And what to do is what they sent him accounts, about 32 accounts, where to send the money to. And it's evident he will go and explain himself to to EFCC. He's not a business. This is an entirely different business. And maybe going forward, it is left for the governor or the state to know, if this man did this, do we still continue to deal with him?
Yeah, because that's the general.
Be rest assured, your governor will not continue if the man doesn't clean himself. But if he cleans himself and we find that he's clean, we don't owe anybody any charge. But if he's a good man and he cleans himself and the whole world knows that he's transparent, people will still want to deal with him. But for now, he needs to go and clear his name.
Okay, so I'm sure you've been following this particular development with the anti-graft agencies. Have some people started going there? Who have gone? Have they started, retrieving the money, and all that?
That you just like you are in your office, at the office. I wouldn't know when they invite somebody.
If they collect the money, they will return it to Abia State, and you will keep the money.
Don't worry now. You count one before counting two and counting three. There is a way you rush things and you mess things up.
Okay.
They will need to do their thorough investigations. Make sure they close all the tracks before these people begin to close their tracks. Pussy, when it passes defecates, it tries the way, is it pussy or the kitten or dog? They will close it, try to close it so that nobody will see. But so you need to take it gradually, get things before now making it open.
Okay.
That is why in court they say you don't discuss what is a case a matter that is in court already. You don't discuss it, and things like this. Maybe we should just even keep quiet, let them do their job, because opening our mouth too loud might disrupt what they are doing.
Okay, it's still the scorecard edition of the platform, the pinnacle for discussion. My guest is the Honorable Commissioner for Finance in Abia State, Mike Akpara. He has said a whole lot, and it's time for us to turn the microphone to you. I'm sure you have one or two questions to pose to him. He's very much ready to attend to your questions. The numbers to call are 080-8182-6949 or 0811-605-2949. You can go to our WhatsApp, our WhatsApp platform, drop your message there, and it's on 090-65108-289. It's still the scorecard edition of the platform, the pinnacle for all discussion. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Mr. Genica.
Good morning, welcome.
My Honorable Commissioner, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
It's Mr. Chijoke from Bende Road.
Welcome, Chijoke.
I want to thank you, Mr. Genica, for bringing the Commissioner for Finance, Abia State, to tell Abians how he is managing our money and how our governor is doing in Abia State. So it's a welcome development, and I want to use this opportunity to congratulate the executive arm of government in Abia State and our governor for his 1 year in office. He has already said he's not going to celebrate. It's not that he has not done well, but he said that Abians are yet to see what he's going to do for them. Okay. So he said that he's going to put a plasma for us. So I want to thank you for all your efforts to make sure that Abians are happy. I want to pray that God will continue to lead you and give you more wisdom. Abians are happy with Governor Alexis.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hello, good morning.
Mr. Genica, for Christ's sake, remember for life.
Thank you so much. Excellent work.
Our finance commissioner, for Christ's sake, remain blessed, and you will never go down in life.
Bless you, my brother.
I'm excellent. Leadership is not about being in charge. It's about taking care of those in your charge. You cannot be a ladder and be a climber. Past government, if you are talking of finance, they will bring out commissioner for documentation. And we don't even know the commissioner for finance. But we will hear from for documentation. They have called Amuko that they start getting account. You can take it to the bank. After the tweet or they send them. What is happening now? I always say that when God is involved, little is much. You have said it all. That is why they keep on lamenting. Forensic started since July 2010. Okay. You know? Right. You have said it all. Those things that are falling from us, they are irretrievable. You have said it all. You cannot be a ladder and be a climber. We are not asking that the trans died on their word. Even your own father is a pensioner. Your own father.
Thank you. Excellent. Thank you.
No, that's 2 billion. Why is 2 billion? Those things are irretrievable. Conditions are complex. They are not compromised.
Thank you so much. Excellent. Let us allow other people to contribute on the show. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning. Welcome. We're having a
Good morning, Honorable Commissioner for Finance.
Good morning.
My name is Chine. I'm calling from Umaya.
Welcome, Chine. How are you doing?
I'm fine, sir.
Okay,
sir. You have said it all. You can see how transparent government is all about. It's not like 24 years administration that has lead us and put us in a painful life. Yeah. You can see how a man has spoken, a man of integrity. See how transparent our present government they are. You can see what is going on in all this form that started since last year. You can see what is going on. Unlike the former administration, whereby if they are being invited, they will call the commissioner for documentation, and if you ask them everything, they will still give us all sorts of rubbish. You can see how
we do not use such words. Chine, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I really appreciate your I really appreciate
what
your
is going on in Abia State. We Abias, we are happy. They have done a lot of things in Abia State. what we are not, what I'm now using this platform to plead our commissioner is for them not to just relate in the issue of our 10 billion. Let them give us our money. They show us the effort. We are looking for money. So I also follow to look our effort. They should give us our money. And government house. This is not the time they will ask us fly over our paragate.
Okay.
Our effort money. They should give us our effort money.
Thank you so much, Chine, for your contribution. Somebody is asking, Honorable Commissioner, what is the total FAC received so far? The allocation from the federal government from ever since you came on board, May 29 to this time. Do you have?
I don't have that offer, but they should be rest assured that yes, we are receiving FAC. We are receiving Jack. We are receiving even the ecology. All those things are being factored into what we are doing, and their money is being utilized efficiently.
So if we go to official website of Abia State Government, can we see the...
Not only official website of Abia State Government, you will even see it in the federal government website. It is an open document. Yes, it's not being hidden.
Now, let's talk about the issue of Jack, for local government.
Yes.
Their monies, do they get to them, or does it stop on the way? Or, this Jack thing, how the state government will always, try to, bully the local government and all that.
Okay.
The money, does it get to them?
I will answer it by saying this way. Just like in the Bible, they say, when they asked about you, they say, go and tell them, the blind see, the deaf, they hear now, they don't speak. Things are happening. Money is reaching them. We have mayors now in those local governments, and when you see the quality of mayors we have, they are not on the agro. They are not hungry people. I know what I'm saying. I know what I'm saying, because we scrutinize them. These are people that will add value. These are people that will add value. They will even put in their own sweat to make sure things are get done. Go to the local governments. Go to Bende. Bende, Ohafia, and Obingwa received award from the federal government. 3 local governments out from Abia as one of the best performing local governments.
Because of
the things they are doing now.
Because some of them were actually complaining that the money wasn't really getting to them, that they don't, the state government was not releasing the money to them. So that's why I asked.
Which of them?
No, I cannot tell you. They are appointees of the state government.
I am the finance man.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me tell you. Monies we are giving to all the 17 local government mayors according to their capacity for them to begin to do things. Go and check out, at least from the local government headquarters, renovations, some massive ones have been done. I said, Benda is just about 20 minutes to drive from here. Go to that place, you'll see what is going on. Get to Hafia, get to Bimba, and many other local governments. And as soon as you complete, because you do a budget of what you want to do with the money, to give you the money. When you finish that, you come again. That is money. We will give them money to do what they're supposed to do.
Okay.
The finance is not touching their money.
Okay. So it's the government that gives them the money, not directly to
when you say Jack, joint allocation is a joint account of the federal government and the local government. That is where the money is at. It's not being mixed with the state fund. And from that they have money, you give them money, they are working. So nobody's touching their money.
Okay, 08081826949 or 08116052949. Those are the numbers to get through to us on the scorecard edition of the platform, the pinnacle of all discussion. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Gineka.
Welcome.
Good morning, my Honorable Commissioner of Finance.
Good morning, my brother.
Thank you and God bless you.
You too.
I remember Mr. Prince Williswago for my Honorable. Honorable, first of all, my congratulations on your 100 days in office.
No, it's 1 year. It's 1 year, not 100 days. 100 days was about first 3 months.
I'm sorry, please. 1 year in office in jail. May God bless you, sir.
And you too.
Ndị be anyị bụ afọ ihe agba n'aka. Ọ dịghị mma ime eme. I don't think your project and your activities ought to be looked second time in other states. You've been doing marvelously well. Ndị be anyị kwesịrị sị na onye na-ekwu ekwu onye na-abịa abịa adịghị mma ịnọchi ụzọ. My take is this. I'm very, very happy today that you are in the public view, and I'm using this opportunity to ask you this question. The governor has been telling us on several fora that he has a tomoko at which he used to get success on all these projects. I believe you are the source of that tomoko. Today I'm asking you, how do you get funds in sharing all this or in doing all these projects in Abia State. Please come know, because we are the people, and we are obligated to know. May God bless you, sir.
Thank you so much, Honorable Commissioner.
Thank you very much. The ultimate is very clear. It's prudency in financial management. If you don't make so much money, you try to cut your costs. You try to reduce your expenses. We are trying to cut our let's say our dress according to what the quantity of cloth we have, not by according to our size. If it is going to be tapas, we do it to be tapas and we'll manage ourselves. It's just prudent financial management. That's what it takes. And also trying to expand our ways of getting money. We're also trying to block leakages in terms of IGR. Before now, what they do is like they sell these bits to people. People will pay paltry sums and now be collecting huge sums. But now we have blocked leakages for all this internally generated revenue. So more money will come in. We will now use it to serve the people. So it's prudency. That's exactly the key.
Okay, let's take another call now. All right. 08081826949 or 08116052949. Hello. Good morning.
Hello?
Hello. Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning. Kindly move away from your radio set. Or you put it off.
I'm in bed. I can't get off. Bear with me.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm a pensioner. Since 2009, I'm pension. And since this government came on board, I'm thinking guys. Even sorry, I didn't take nobody did. Was in January, February, I was caught and quite unemployed. I was given to, that is all I've got since this government. My name is Smith, the idea, and now I have someone in the house to help me.
Okay, so you only got 1 month. Is that what you're saying, man?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Just February?
January.
Okay, January. That's the only pension you've got so far. Which? Okay, so which ministry did you retire from? Level 8? Okay. I think the Honorable Commissioner will.
Okay. Good morning, ma. We didn't really get you clear, but what we know that you said you are a pensioner and that you retired in 2009 or something.
Yeah.
And from all you're saying and the way you're sounding, it's like you're sick in bed. And if you were able to get maybe for January or February, which means you've been verified, I don't know what the problem is, but I will advise. We are open. We run an open government. Please do a letter, attach all your documents. You can send one of your daughters or your sons. Do a letter telling us your state, what happened to you, the one you've been paid, the one you've not been paid. Get this letter to the office of the Honorable Commissioner for Finance. I will address it effectively. That is my promise.
Okay, all right. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome.
Ikechukwu, calling from Omai. Ikechukwu, Okorochukwu. Good morning to your guests.
Good morning.
What my state is that it's not constitutional to appropriate a fund to unelected schools at local government. But if that be the case, kindly publish to Abians national dailies or make it for press briefing all the money funds about given to local government so far since you come to office, and their respective budget of the 17 local government and their project, their capital, recurrent and overhead, and how they are utilizing it.
Okay.
And secondly, tell them
What? Because in terms of what I think it's 400 million naira allocation, or they have increased it, which I would say as the debt management office Abuja. Because if you don't get local government rights in Nigeria for development, because that is where the people are cut off. People don't know what is happening in government because they are not actively involved in local government activities. You understand?
Okay. All right.
So that's why election look are very important. Even more important, crucial than even presidential and state government. Because that is where institution. Fine.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. You heard what he said there.
Your statement is noted, and the government in power now is quite transparent. I had earlier said we have what we call Freedom of Information Bill, which was passed. You have the right to know what is happening. Go to your local government, go to the Commissioner for Finance, go to whoever that is in charge of that. You will get information. Thank you very much.
Okay, to our Facebook page now. Victor Yukali said, Mr. Speaker, I think the Dig Once policy will help Abia State tremendously by ensuring high-speed internet in the state. It is clearly an amazing policy which will not only help create jobs, but also help combat poverty. It's a good idea that should be followed through for the good of the people. Well, I don't think we discussed this on the program, but thank you so much. This one is still Victor. He said, our beloved Governor Dr. Alex Oti, move on. You are on the right track. Abia State communication network is very poor. The Most High will use you and make Abia State great as he used Nehemiah to rebuild Jerusalem. Shalom. It is well with you. Thank you so much, Victor Carlo. Mweke Victor said, good morning, Honorable Commissioner. Some pensioners are yet to receive their arrears. Secondly, please, the government should consider the plight of the disengaged Abia workers in this economic hardship. They are part of the promised Abia. Honorable Commissioner.
Yes, we are aware of the pensioners. Some of them is that there are pockets of them that have not received their whatever. Definitely, it will get to them, like I earlier said. And in terms of the ones that were maybe relieved, those people that were hurriedly pushed into the workforce sometime in January, February, March. Yes, we know about that. We will deal with that as it comes. The governor is a very humane person. If we agree now to begin to employ people, maybe we might give them a fair shot.
Okay, let's take another call now. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Thank God that they finally picked my call, Mr. Genica.
Oh, welcome.
I've been online for how many minutes ago now? I don't know why you.
Sorry, I don't see who is calling, so he just.
Even when my call will come and then you start talking about our guests in the house. I'm not just happy, Mr. Genica.
Okay.
I don't say you know this here.
What's your name? Who say
the name is the name I'm calling from Omaya.
Now you have
Honorable Commissioner, I want to thank you for coming to talk about. My advice to you and to the government is very well that Bible said those people that found Hosanna in the highest for Jesus Christ, we are the ones that were shouted crucifying him when they were asked to choose between Barnabas and Christ Jesus. A pensioner has called now to tell us where he is spending it. Yes, his government said that they paid 9 years salary pension arrears to pensioners. Fortunately, it was 9 months. Even when they came up, Nigerian national union of the pensioners came up and told Abians and the whole world that it was 9 months that was there. Secondly, I don't see the reason why they will know that they signed a forfeiture of their gratuity by this same government. Only. But as startups have not been following, the governor is his best in order to pay NDAs as well on the 28th of the month. The startups have not been followed suit. Abia has to put all these startups, many of them have not been following the same thing that past administration did, which our governor condemned when he was campaigning. Then only, as if people have been able to be transparent enough to tell us how much that they are receiving as allocations and how much that they are being borrowed. The people who come on here and be shouting there, it's same people that even sound praises of last administration are the ones praising you people today. So if we know that the audience needs you compare the best against the transparency.
Okay.
A lot of things has been going wrong in this administration.
Let the Honorable Commissioner react. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much.
Well, sorry, it's like he joined late in this program because most of the things he asked has been dealt with already.
Okay.
Even the woman that caught her looking at see she came from she's coming from a sick bed. We've also addressed her issue. What he talked about, they only paid 9 months. Nobody's talking about 9 months. Nobody's talking about 9 years. What we said is like it was a full and final payment. It was agreed. It was documented, signed, sealed, and delivered. And that's exactly what it takes. So in terms of who is praising who, they say the test of the pudding is in the eating. They're seeing it. People are seeing it. So this is just the beginning. We never even put the main film. This one are just supporting film. The main film is coming.
Okay, so Honorable Commissioner, we are really out of time. It's time for us to leave the studio. But before we do that, going forward, are you going to be paying gratuity? If one retires, you pay gratuity going forward?
Okay, my brother, what we are just trying to do, because there are rules that are in outlines the way you can enter into what we call the contributory pension scheme.
Okay.
We've just been doing the old, and this old was faced back since 2004. Unfortunately, the previous government has been hanging on that. It's very difficult to sustain. Even the federal government cannot sustain it. There are only even gratuities and pension and arrears. So what we've just done by what we are doing now is that we are moving into the contributory pension scheme. For those that have less than 5 years to go, they will still covered by the old scheme. But subsequently now, your employer contributes, you contribute, just like they do it in banks and so. As I am now, I'm above 50. Because I worked in a bank and there was contributing pension, I am pension as we speak.
Okay.
I work for it. My organization will contribute, I will contribute, and they will